I'm building a Dodge 3500 four-wheel drive on an '07 model to older model. If you want to put like a 6-inch lift on it, you want to put 35-inch tires on it, you're going to have a few problems. 35-inch tires are going to come in a 10.5-inch wide width, which means the section width of your tire up above your rim is going to rub where your leaf spring, your tie bolt, and your face plate is for your tie bolt on your springs. And what I'm talking about is when you lift it up, bring this up, you've just brought this piece right here up. That's going to be at the height of your tire. When you go with a wider tire, it's going to rub right up against that face plate, the base plate for your leaf, which is going to rub the bow part of your tire, and your tire is still going to come up. Now you can get away with several different ways of getting around that with going with this type of lift. One of them is to go with a 20-inch rim. If you're going to keep running the factory rims on it and go with a 35 1250, which is going to touch it, then you're going to have trouble. That's when you're going to have to buy you a 1/2-inch adapter plate. When you buy that 1/2-inch adapter plate, you're going to put it on there, get it sort of halfway right. That'll give you, when you put your rim on, it's going to hold your rim out far enough that it's not going to touch. Now it's going to be about 1/4 to 3/8 off of it. Now it won't touch. It'll scare you, think it will, but I have been thousands of miles, gone to Ohio from Mississippi, gone to Colorado and everything else. I've never skinned a tire on the inside, never rubbed it. But before I put that spacer plate on it, it will rub it. It'll be like the brakes are locked up. Then, with that 12.5-inch wide tire, you're going to have trouble with, if you carry any weight, your two section widths, so your tire is going to be like this. It's going to touch. Your tread ain't going to touch, but the section width of your tire, which is below you, above your rim, but below your tread there, right in here, is going to rub. If that rubs, it won't take long. It'll wear the tire out worse than if you're dragging one with a brake. As far as on the side of it, it'll build up heat on the inside of the tires, cause the tires to blow. You'll put that rim on there, facing right, like it's supposed to be. We'll show video of it in a minute. When you put that rim on, then on top of that rim, these are called Boro adapters. Boro is one of the best there is. In my opinion, don't buy aluminum adapters unless you're banking for trouble.
Now, this plate right here
Has to go right up against your axle.
that is aluminum.
Yes.
We would really like metal, but we just cheaped out. We got the aluminum, and it has been fine. This truck does see some towing, not that much. It sees a bass boat a lot, and a 22-foot gooseneck with loads of like a F350 on it, and we have not had problems with it yet.
But that right there is nothing but sandwich on it. It's nothing really anything on it, but you're flattening it out like a washer. So I wouldn't worry about using aluminum on that. The thing of the Boro adapter is what it's going to do is you're going to put your rim on there, then you're going to put this over that rim just like that. Then you're going to bolt it down. And when I say torque it down like a man. What it is, these adapters will flatten that rim up to that aluminum plate. Sandwich it in there. Then your other rim, you turn it like it's supposed to go. You put it on there, and then after you've bolted all this up, you put your rim on there, then you bolt it up, and it holds the two tires 2 inches apart. You can go with 1 3/4 to give you a less on it, and I would recommend 1 3/4. I got a 2. I didn't know at the time. There wasn't nobody out there to help me and make me understand, because not a lot of people jack up four-wheel drives to make them, you know, go everywhere, anywhere trucks. But if you're running the factory rims, this is what you're going to have to do if you run a bigger tire, you know, to get you. You You have to run that 1/2-inch spacer plate, run your rim right there with your rim turned that way. And what that spacer plate is to keep that tire from rubbing right there. You're not having any trouble once you put a 5 or 6-inch lift on it. You're not going to have any trouble. With a 1-ton 3500 to run 35-inch tall tires, you do not have to put a lift kit on it. What you can do is put you a leveling kit on the front end of a 2-inch level, and it will run stock just like you want it to. If you raise it up, you're going to have trouble with this. The only thing is, when you raise this up, everybody tells you on the right hand side you're going to always have trouble doing your brake caliper to get it off. You'll no longer have that trouble because you just raise this up where it's out of the way 5 inches. A lot of your 4-wheel drive places say that you can't put one on a 5-inch lift kit, and the reason they're telling you that is because of this right here. The only way to get by that is putting that 1/2-inch spacer right there.
As you can see, these are stock lugs on the inside here. For this dually, this is 2-inch spacers, and we got a lot of space. Now, for your 1.5 inch, I don't know. I mean, it should be perfectly fine. As you can see, that's almost 1 knuckle, and that's about 1 inch. So, you should be okay to run that. Just
pull the hub off and you'll see it whip it out.
Just make sure that it's a flat surface area, and with 2 inches and 35 1250s with that 1/2-inch aluminum spacer, this is what you're going to get for poke out, and this is how much you're going to get. Excuse me about that, how bad off, but either way, that's 5 inches lift on 35s. One day we'll go to 38s in a rear gear, but right now it's 35s because it still sees a lot of street. And we have the aluminum spacer in the inside, and then you're going to sandwich that. Make sure that the surface area is clean. You don't want any rocks or anything like that because it's going to lead to it cracking. But
the reason we're taking this truck back down and apart is we run in bad country, and you can see the mud chunks that gets in there, and it'll off balance your tires and your rims, and we've wiped this out, but it gets bad off balance. But we go through some pretty bad mud with this truck and go in some pretty bad spots, but it wasn't built to be a city truck. It's built to be a work truck.
now, also, we are running Kenda cleavers right now. It's just a cheap mud grip. We don't really recommend them anymore because of they're really good for light trucks. But if you can tell, there's one crack, there's another crack, and it just keeps on going just like that. And we hadn't had a blowout yet, but we've had 2 of them warranted, and their warranty is really good, but they're just built for a light truck and not built for this. Anything else?
I'll see it. We'll show you when we get all put back together.